Hey guys. So, I've been really realizing today how, I really wish we lived in a world where people were honest. I just got done feeling kind of like shit, you know? Um, and I really wish that we lived in a world where people were honest with each other and didn't lie. People who, for example, pretend to be your friend but then lie behind your back. People who lead you on and say they're interested in you but really aren't. People who say they'll give you a raise in your job but then wait a year and a half and don't give you a raise or a new position with more responsibilities. People who make promises in business deals and then lie and not deliver. People who intentionally don't call people back to get out of paying something. People who intentionally ignore, the real issues and pretend like they don't exist. I don't know. I really value honesty. Even if it's hurtful, I'd rather hear honesty than a lie that's been misconstrued and now is misinterpreted. I don't know. Oh, what's going on? Hold on. I wish we live in a world where we could be honest with each other and actually be honest with our feelings and how we feel. I wish we live in a world where there was no such thing as weak or emotionally weak. I wish we live in a world where people didn't think that wishing that you could be emotionally vulnerable wasn't weak. I wish we live in a world where people desired people instead of things. I wish they desired relationships instead of superficial attractiveness, for example. I wish we lived in a world where the world wasn't unfair. I wish we lived in a world where values were clearly defined and understood by all, even to ourselves. I wish there was no hatred towards anyone. I wish there was no hatred towards literally anyone. I wish that we could all forgive each other and make up. And that may be foolish to say, but I wish that love and good would triumph over evil and hate. And no, I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm not talking about the president. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm simply talking about I wish that we all loved one another. I wish that we looked out for one another. And I wish we didn't make fun of each other. We have name calling all going around back and forth, people being harassed, people being manipulated, people having SWAT teams show up at their house. I wish people read more books. I wish people read more ancient stories to really understand and get in contact with our ancestors and really just how we all have a lot in common. I wish people understood more about psychology, for example. I wish people understood and took care of themselves as much as they took care of other people. I wish parents took care of themselves as much as they take care of their children. I wish we took care of our animals as much as well as we take care of ourselves. Some of us do, many of us do, but many of us don't. I wish that I really wish that the world was more transparent and clear, and not shadowy and blurry. I wish the way forward was not blurry. I wish the way forward was in focus and evident and self-evident. I wish that we all loved each other, like I said. I just and I wish that there was less loneliness in the world as well. I've been feeling that way a lot lately. And it's not a very pleasant feeling. You know? I wish that when we did know there was an issue with us and that we knew that there was something we could do, that we had the courage to make the change. That's my problem right now, is the lack of courage. It's scary. And I don't know what to do sometimes. And it's fairly frightening. You know. I wish that we were, as people, always interested in just helping one another and not laughing at one another. And yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know. I really wish I had the courage to just, I don't know, like, completely go offline, for example. And just figure shit out, man. And I don't know, I think it would be pretty interesting. I don't hate anybody. I don't. I think there's too much hate in the world. There's too many people who hate other people based on the way they look, their interests, their whatever. There's so many people. Anyways, I wish you all the best of luck, and have a fantastic day.